Good afternoon. My name's Destiny Gisclair. Today we're going to talk about how smoking isn't just bad for you, but the secondhand smoking is affecting those around you. Secondhand smoke is worse than most people realize. It's harmful not only to you, but those around you. The ones you love, you're affecting them and killing them gradually. According to the American Heart Association Eastern State Blogs, it shortens a man's lifespan by 12 years and a woman's lifespan by 11 years. It also affects our children, not including lung disease, respiratory infections that are reoccurring respiratory infections, but asthma, SIDS in infants, and the asthma is following them into adulthood. It's affecting them daily and causing more problems. It can also cause birth defects and problems within pregnant women if they're smoking or around smoking. Let's say today I told you that if you picked up a cigarette, the very next person that came in contact with you, would you die? Would you take that risk? Would you risk losing your loved ones, your children, your family members, friends, a random person on the street just because you wanted to smoke? Secondhand smoke does do this, but it's not every person. However, there are multiple people a year that die due to secondhand smoke, not including lung disease, respiratory infections. It's killing infants. Though it's hypothetical for it to kill every single person that you come in contact with, what if it did? Would you risk losing them? As a child myself, I endured a lot. From the very beginning, I had a teen mom and an adult dad that smoked while pregnant with me. So as a cause of it, I was born with a heart murmur. It affected me growing up. Being in the home with smokers, I started getting asthma. At the age of 9, I was diagnosed with acute asthma, just meaning I needed a rescue inhaler because there were times where I would have a spontaneous asthma attack due to them smoking in the home. However, it progressed, and at the age of 14, I was full-blown asthmatic. I'd had to have an inhaler on me at all times because I would have asthma attacks, and it followed me into my adult years. Though I don't need my inhaler all the time, it is still a rescue inhaler because I still have those moments where I can't breathe and my lungs do tighten up and I have an asthma attack due to the smoking that I endured as a child. According to the American Lung Association, more than 19,000 people die a year just from secondhand smoke. So you smoking around those is killing them. More than 19,000 people are dying due to this. Secondhand smoke causes lung cancers in those who have never even picked up a cigarette. Those people around us are being affected as though they are smoking cigarettes and they're not even doing it. They're not smoking, they're not vaping, they're not doing anything that would cause lung cancer. But more than 7,300 people die a year due to lung cancer from secondhand smoke. There is a comparison where in 2010 and a comparison in 2007 were shown that statistically, if you stop smoking around children in the home, it does decrease the chance of them being affected. So in 2007, it was 16.2%, and then it decreased to 10.2% in 2010 just from people stop smoking in the home with children. So there is a safer way for our children to live as long as we would stop smoking in the home. But are we ready to do that? That is a decision that's up to you, and you need to make that. There are expert citations where Wang in March 2025 made an article of a journal of asthma. Asthma identified, and he talks about it. Asthma is identified as a major risk factor in reoccurring respiratory infections in children. He made an analysis of 29 studies that show secondhand smoke is causing respiratory infections that come back, reoccur throughout the child's entire life, as well as asthma being a very known risk factor for children. R.M. John in February 17th of 2022 made a article for nicotine and tobacco research where health cost attributes secondhand smoke in Indian adults. So it's not just happening in the USA, it's happening in all over the world. Secondhand smoke is killing our loved ones. It's killing those around us. It's killing strangers. It's killing people. K.A. McGregory in the winter of 2020 made a journal expert where the impact of comprehensive smoking should be banned because of the health of infants and children. It is affecting our children and we're allowing it to. T.O. in March of 2018 made an article in Preventative Medicine that the healthcare cost attributes with secondhand smoke exposure to young adults in the USA. So again, it's happening all over the world, in the United States, in India, and all over in South Africa. It happens everywhere. Secondhand smoke is a real problem that can be prevented. It is a preventable problem. In Satabilia, made a report in September of 2024 in Preventative Medicine reports how a secondhand smoke exposure and asthma among children and adolescents. There was a finding from 2019 to 2020 in a survey with California Tobacco that it is affecting those around us. A non-expert citation that I came in contact with was a young man of the age of 24 years old who was born with a birth defect due to his mother smoking while she was pregnant with him. He did speak to me a little bit and let me know how his cleft lip, he has undergone reconstruction surgeries on top of other surgeries just to close it up, and how it affects him still mentally and socially. Mentally, I mean, he has to look at his appearance and know that if his mother wouldn't have smoked, he never would have got a cleft lip. Socially, people either ask about it, which makes him uncomfortable for him to have to explain that his mother smoked during pregnancy, which caused a birth defect, or socially where they just stare at him and they don't ask and they don't wonder what happened and why his lip is lifted and why he has a scar. So our biggest thing we need to do is start caring about those around us. Stop thinking about ourselves. Put the cigarette down, because secondhand smoke affects more children and adults than we realize. It's time to put a stop to the terrors that they are having to endure just for us to have a quick fix of a cigarette or a vape or any kind of smoking that is happening in our home. It is not something that we should have to make them endure. It's time to put a stop to it, and time to realize there is preventable measures. There are things to stop this, and we can do it. Are you ready to do it?